Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show, August 5th. Let's start out, Josh, with showing everybody how you can contact the show. Um, there you go, right on the screen, 706-889-9700. And there's all the social media ways you can contact the show. Leave that up just a second, Josh. I thought about today, I'll tell you what. I don't know about others out there that do talk shows in the morning, opinion shows throughout the day. I don't know what Rush will say today at noon and some of the others. I have to come and say I really struggled this morning. Um, Much like you, we're together on probably we've gone through several emotions. Okay, I thought about coming on this morning and letting you know how angry I am. Okay, how upset I am, hurt. Seriously, I mean, people are walking in a Walmart to go back to school shopping for their kids in El Paso, Texas. Somebody walks in and murders 20, injuring 40 or whatever on top of that. And all you're in there doing with your children is looking for a backpack and talking about how excited you are. Your kid's starting fourth grade, third grade this morning somewhere in America. So I thought about every emotion that we're all going through as Americans this morning. And, let's go here and we'll go. Let's start with a couple. All right. We're going to go through this first. Okay. Because in America, if you're waking up this morning, if you watch the coverage, the wall-to-wall coverage, okay, of the wall-to-wall coverage from CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, if you watched any of the Sunday morning shows, we have reached a new low. Every time you think you come on and say we have reached a new low in America, we seem to surpass that. And America's waking up to a nation full of media idiots, just total media idiots, working for corporations, major media corporations that are in on the control of you and I. You see, nobody talked this weekend. I'm going to run through a couple. And I took notes this weekend. And as you well know, okay, so I watched the morning shows on Sunday to see all the direction, that Chris Wallace and Chuck Todd and John Carl at ABC and Brennan over at CBS. I watched the direction they're going. Now, I refuse to watch. I will watch clips, but I won't watch Jake Tapper and these people, okay? So anyhow, this morning, you know me, I get up at 4 a.m. and I'm tuning into CNN and I'm tuning into MSNBC. And I'm thinking, wow, this is how low we are. Josh, give me number 3, okay? Now, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, okay? Fox News Sunday. America is under attack from homegrown white nationalist terrorism. Okay? So that's Mayor Pete. And, we're going to get into some things that are a lot different today than anywhere else. Okay? So that's what Mayor Pete said. And hold on, I had it here just a second. Let me get it here. So Mayor Pete said yesterday on Chris Wallace, we have to name it and confront it. So I'm not going to say he led the way, but now there's this major call. We have to name it and confront it. White nationalist terrorism, white supremacy. Now, I want you to think today, because I tell you all the time, I only have 2 hours a day. These are things that you have to take off with. Now, I'm not going to get down rabbit trails of saying, get into conspiracies. Okay, not going to do that. Do you not find it interesting that there's been over 30 days, but there's been a good 30 days of beating the drum of white nationalists, white supremacists, the president's rhetoric, okay? And then this happens. So Pete Buttigieg says we have to name it, Mayor Pete. White nationalist terrorism. If we don't name it, we can't confront it. I'm wondering what we're naming the gun violence in Chicago, Philadelphia, South Bend, Indiana, Baltimore. I wonder what we're naming that so we can confront that. And we'll go over that today, okay? But they went everywhere on the media this weekend, okay? Let's go to, let's go to number 4. There's Chris Wallace. We're going to go through this first, okay? A nation of idiots, because I want to say this up front. Nobody, and we're going to get in depth on this, nobody this weekend, all right, how do we solve the problem? First of all, it's not gun violence. The gun cannot be violent. It's the person, okay? Now, I have a weapon. I don't discharge my weapon. My weapon is only as violent as I make it and you make it. And we are law-abiding as citizens in this country, and we do not use our weapon. This is not gun violence. Okay? Going to go through this deep this morning. I want you to know this. Nobody, I want to say this up front because these are some of the things I'm going to say. Nobody is talking about, okay, the torn social moral fabric in this country. Nobody. It is first day of school out there in America. So many places in America, you're sending your kids off to school this morning. They're getting on a school bus. They're probably getting on school buses that are now bulletproof. Glasses may be bulletproof. I don't know. But that's what we've had to do. We're raising a generation of kids institutional, right? We institutionalize criminals. We've institutionalizing a whole generation of children that get on a highly armed protective bus. And then they're dropped off at these institutions now, not schools, that are highly armed by deputies or school resource officers, whatever they're using. Many of them are going through scanners this morning, okay, metal detectors this morning to go to school in America. If you go to pick up your kid, it's like a state prison or a federal prison, the concrete walls with the bulletproof glass, and there's somebody sitting behind there, and you go to this little thing and you say, I'm here to pick up so-and-so. And then they tell you to step back 5 feet and stand on the X so they can take your picture, so they know you were there and it's in their database at that time. Folks, the government of the United States of America knows. Let me say one more thing, because I'm just going to go there. The social fabric. We're living in a place and a time. And I don't care how you come with this back at me. You could call this a hate crime. You can call it anything you want. But, at my age, I grew up in a neighborhood, and maybe I just didn't know it and they didn't tell us at that time. But I grew up in a mom and dad neighborhood in America. And I grew up where we gender identified, okay? And I grew up where there were little boys and little girls, and there was, I'm not going to say no confusion. Maybe they didn't tell us that. But somewhere in America. And you're going to say, what's this got to do with a shooting? We are off the rails. We are social, moral fabric. It's torn apart and we're off the rails. And I'm going to explain to you where I'm going. Somewhere in America, there's 2 men. Let's just say 2 men that are married, cohabitating. And they have adopted a little boy. And they're getting their little boy dressed for school, but they're allowing the child all the space it needs to identify its gender. You're saying, what does this have to do with a shooting? Stay with me. They're allowing somewhere in America this kid the space to identify its gender. And then long about third grade, second grade, or even kindergarten, this kid says, hey, I don't think I'm a little boy. I would like to wear a dress to school. And everybody pats the little kid on the back and says, express yourself. We are gone, folks. Let me tell you why, okay? Gun violence and why they want to rush back and why they want to do something. I'm going to say this, I'm going to take a break because we're going to get through a lot more. America, the government knows it cannot repair the moral social fabric in this country. The government knows that there's computer simulations out there. I know because I run a business, so I can come to you on a webcast, so I can come to you in a studio where I know I have to have the fastest moving graphics cards available. We are creating simulators, not video games. Kevin McCarthy is being made fun of this morning because he said video games. We're raising a generation of children that are murdering people before they're actually murdering people. We have Hollywood, the media, video game manufacturers, filthy, nasty lyrics in our music. Filthy, nasty lyrics. The kids are listening to it. I know you are not my child. Your kids are playing video games. You're waking up in America where you've got 10, 11, 12-year-olds, and mom and dad are saying what? Why I don't go in their room because I'm allowing them the privacy they deserve. I don't go through their things because they deserve their privacy as they can, so they can grow. What the hell are you doing? You've got 12-year-olds inside at night, not going to bed, simulating murders, mass murders. I can't go on and on. But let me tell you something, America. Your government knows that we are gone. Your government knows that the Supreme Court, when it said, hey, you know what? We will legalize same-sex marriage. Your government knows when they said, hey, what we will do is allow a Muslim to put their hand on the Quran and swear allegiance to a constitution that's not possible. We know it's gone. Now, I'm an optimist, but the government knows we are not putting back, and we are not headed in the direction to heal the social and moral fabric that's ripped us apart in this country, that has divided us. And you know what they know? The only thing left to do is to control us. And that's where it's going. They will have full control of us very soon. I'm your host, BKP. Sad day in America. I hope you're not too upset. We're going to come back. We're going to go through things. Let's look at El Paso County and let's see, is it Montgomery County, Ohio, where the shootings took place? Let's look at that this morning. Let's look at some other things out there that we don't identify, don't look at. And what happened to Baltimore all of a sudden? Why is it off the radar? And these Democrat candidates really coming off what they say is a debate, really coming out, all the media this weekend, and letting them spew their hate and lies. Oh, folks, hang in there with me, okay? Because this is not a gun-free zone. I'm your host, BKP. Hey, Josh, let's take a little break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Okay, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's tell everybody how they can contact the show. And there you go. There's our phone number and our email address and the social media ways you can follow the show. You can text me, tell me what you think this morning. I hope you're not too upset. But then again, I have to tell you in the nicest way, I don't care. I mean, I listen to these media idiots, corporate media idiots that are in on it. Why? Were they in on the shooting? Well, let's go over a couple things. I'm not going to say they were in, but you know, I'm going to tell you something. It's really sad when corporate media enjoys it a little too much. Josh, give me number, and we're going to go through this. Let me go through this again, okay? So let's start here. We will get back to where we're at, and we're going a different direction. I'm not angry today. I am like you, America. I'm hurt. I mean, I want to go down to a Walmart maybe this afternoon. I want to go into a grocery store this afternoon. Is this next? We have militarized and put these zones in our school, our courthouse, our government buildings, our airports. What's left? Our personal, private enjoyment throughout the day. Are we going to be okay going out to eat? I mean, I like to get together, my wife and I, with friends on a Saturday night, and we go up to, I'm not going to mention restaurants. I think you know some of them, but right now, because of the seriousness of the situation, you know, we go out to eat. The place is packed. We go to the front door, and there's only somebody there saying how many, and they seat us. We go to Walmart. We walk around. We get a buggy. We go all through there. And most Walmart, and I'm not going to knock Walmart. That's not where we're going today. But most Walmarts in the United States now have deleted, and they no longer have their greeter at the front door. So there's nobody at the front door anymore for most of them that I go to. What is next? You are going to get so upset with me today. What is next? The chip in your brain to where FBI and law enforcement can pick up altered signals that you're giving off that, hey, over in Squadron 8, I mean, is there going to be a whole host of people in a room? I'm not joking, with monitors. Hey, Squadron 8, Block C, address D, some irregular impulses this morning in the brain. I know you're laughing, but what is next? You only have one thing left: government control. That's it. You need to know, first and foremost, there is no answer without a social, moral revival. I'm not preaching. I don't use this show as a platform to preach. But unless we strive for right and wrong again in this country, truth, teaching our children respect, yes, sir, and no, sir. Oh, my God, that's the reason somebody got... I'm telling you, it's all together. Okay? It's all together. I mean, we are going through years of the Obama. Do you realize before the Obama administration, we did not argue and fight over gender? Okay, so when I say moving right along, all they got left to do is to control us. That's it. That's next. There is no truth in the reporting. It's all fear. And another thing, doesn't it bother you out there the least little bit that the media seems to enjoy this? I mean, to them, this is, my God, this is exactly what we've always dreamed of. So I'm going to flip through. We're going to flip through some of the media. I like the bylines, okay? I do it for the bylines and the pictures, because don't think the media doesn't set up mental images, bylines at the bottom to manipulate your thought patterns and help you determine who's at fault. Now, all day yesterday, everybody, we will get into that. The president's at fault. The president is at fault, and you're going to see in these bylines. So let's go to number 5, Josh. Now, I'm going to be streaming right through here pretty quick, Josh. Let's go to number 5. All right, this is Buttigieg on Fox News Sunday, 20 dead, 26 injured in El Paso. Let's go to, number 7. Let's go to number 7. This is Guy Benson, a Fox News contributor on the Sunday panel. We have to name this for what it is. We cannot confront it. He started on time. He's from townhall.com. We have to confront. We can't confront this without naming it what it is. The president must come out and call it white nationalist terrorism. That was the talking point of the day. Now, the president of the United States is going to address the American people at 10 a.m. this morning. From the Oval Office, I'm not for sure, but 10 a.m. he's going to address the American people. I don't know what he's going to say. Let's go to number 8. This guy right here, Francis Beto O'Rourke, presidential candidate. It was sickening. It was absolutely disgusting yesterday how they rounded up every one of these candidates. Now, he used to represent El Paso, Texas. And he profanity-laced tirade he went into. He went into the president and racist. You heard so many times. I can't repeat enough how many times that these candidates yelled that Trump is at fault and Trump is a racist and Trump is a white nationalist. They called our president a white nationalist. The same president that exposed for the poor people in Baltimore that are living in all the inner cities squander in this country. White nationalists. You know what? Real white nationalists, which I don't know 100%, real white nationalists do not care. They have no interest. They could care less how many blacks are murdered in the inner city. They could care less how many little black children are living with rats and roaches in the inner city. They could care less. Real white nationalists, white supremacists, they don't care. So you're going to call a president that really cares about the children of Baltimore a white? All right, just let's go on. All right, so let's go to all right, let's go to number 12. I mean, never, and here's what I'm doing this morning. We're going to get up to a lot more stuff I want to talk about. Nowhere in the bylines, nowhere in the discussion do you hear anything with the problems in America. Oh, absolutely not. Nothing. It's just gun violence, white nationalist, president's fault, must take guns. Nothing else. You know, there's no discussion this past weekend by one serious journalist that said, do you think my kid, 16-year-old kid, that I took their iPad or pod or their music list the other day and I put it in my ear and some guy was screaming that he is going to shoot his hoe dead? You think that could contribute to anything possible? You think that's there? Okay, number 13, obviously you got to get for guns. Okay, here's number 13. Shannon Watts, okay, founder of Moms Demand Action. I would like for moms, and you know, I got a feeling when I get done today, I am in serious trouble with so many different people. Different people, what a damn world where I say different people. But groups of people. We're all groups of people. My God, I remember when I wasn't a group of people. We were just Americans all enjoying going through our daily lives. Let me tell you, founder of Moms Demand Action. Moms, I'm not putting this on you. But my mom would be kicking my dad's ass saying, you better go in that room and you better go through everything BKP has. They've called me that their whole life, right? Or my mom would be say, give me that. I'm going to look through that book bag. Or my mom would say, let me hear that music. Look, man, I'm not going to go there, but I'm talking, I grew up in a house where I couldn't even listen to Kiss on an 8-track, folks. You know the drill. I had to dampen the 8-track and roll the label off. If you don't know how to roll the label off an 8-track so your dad can't tell that you're listening to long-haired hippie music, you ain't... Boom. All right. Let's go to number 14. We're going to go through these because I want to show you. This is just quickly the idiot corporate media types that they're reading from the teleprompter. They're getting the talking points and they don't care they're getting paid. But they are doing the business of the deep state. And I know you don't like that. And wait a minute. What I didn't get into, before. Let's go back to 12, Josh. I'm sorry. Can you flip back to 12? FBI warns conspiracy theories fueling violence. Now, I'm not going to say that there's no connection to conspiracy theories or anything. I'm not going to go down that road. But I want to know what the connection and what the FBI report says and the testimony on Capitol Hill about hundreds across this country being murdered in the cities. So conspiracy, okay. What does that mean? I like to read between the lines. Conspiracy theories. FBI warns of conspiracy theories fueling violence. So what do they have to do? They have to label me a conspiracy theorist. They have to label you. They have to go through YouTube and find all of our conspiracy theory videos that they label. They have to search us. I mean, this is a good reason. What is it? The Fourth Amendment? You realize every damn day when you get up the violations of your rights in this country that you get searched? I mean, damn it, we're still sitting around thinking getting searched is going like this and somebody's patting our ass down, opening the trunk of our car and going through our car. You turn your phone on, you're getting searched. I'm being searched now. Your damn TV's searching you. Alexa is searching you. What the hell is wrong with us? We've given it all away. Now, FBI warns. Oh my God, America, FBI has just warned us. So we got to do something, right? We must be allowed to search you with no warrant, a warrantless search, because the FBI says, hey, I click on videos all day. I have friends send me videos. You know who you are out there. I have them send me videos. I watch them. Okay? Sometimes I agree. Sometimes I agree 50%. Sometimes I research a little, whatever. It's my right. My God, we forgot that in this country, what our rights are. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get stuck, Josh. You're probably back in the studio saying, move it right along. This is interesting. Now, 29 people were murdered. They are still, I mean, between Dayton, Ohio, and El Paso, Texas, right? 29 are murdered. So let's think about this. Okay. How I heard this morning on one media account that they are releasing the names of the victims as they're identifying them. How did they find out so fast in El Paso? The names and the names and of all of the victims that are Hispanic. Now they already have, because I read the manifest. Did you read the manifest? I read the entire manifest, which when I say I'm not saying anything, I mean, obviously I'm a small network. We're a small network. We're just patriots. Okay. That's all we are. We're just patriots in North Georgia. Love this country, love this flag, and just think we can get back to normal. And we don't agree with what they call normal today. We do have zero agreement in what they call normal, but we're just patriots, small network. Okay. So I can't do all the research and do everything I need to do on this. The 10 deadliest, but I did read the manifest. So what I'm saying is I don't understand. Now they say the shooter posted this manifest before he went to the Walmart. How did they get these manifests so quickly? And don't you think, now I'm just saying, you can say anything you want. If you read the manifest, and I did, let's just go back 30 days. 30 days. Let's go back to the caravans, okay, that were coming, that the president warned us about, that now is humanitarian crisis. So you got a guy that lives on the border of El Paso. It's a Hispanic county in Texas. All right, for the most part, he's listening to the daily news, not conservative news. He's listening to the daily liberal news, like all right, how is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's lie about drinking out of a toilet at a detention center, the children, not inciting violence, not violent rhetoric, not stimulating people to do something they should? Why? Why only the president of the United States? They all come out. Remember the mass, I mean, everybody, Rashid Tlaib, Nancy Pelosi, they all, how many of them went down to the border? Castro went in and come out and did a press conference. Just think of the manifesto. I don't want to get stuck here. Just think of the manifesto. If you read it, I read the entire thing. I know, I told you that 10 times. I understand, but I read the entire thing. Check out the manifesto, break it down, highlight it a little bit, separate it into some paragraphs, and see if it doesn't fit the narrative that has been played by the deep state media for the last 2 months. We'll just say 2 months. Does it fit perfectly in the narrative that the deep state media has been sending you for 2 months? I'm just saying. Number 15, Josh, 10 deadliest U.S. mass shootings. Las Vegas, 58 killed. They still want me to believe. Now, the media puts this up. Oh, my God, 10 deadliest. See, there's only one choice the government has is to control us now. That's it. That's the only way to stop. When you hear it will stop, when you hear we have to stop it, when you hear we will confront it, it must be stopped now. Folks, there's only one way. There's two ways. The other way we're not even thinking about. We're not even thinking about the morality. I mean, my God, these people are okay with murdering children. You have a governor of Virginia that says deliver the baby, keep the mother and the baby comfortable. If mom says no, chop it up. I don't care if you like that. We are through the roof for 29 dead Americans. And I'm with you. My heart is broken. It's a horrific act. But if you take a saw this morning in America and dismember limbs, I'm talking a person that has developed, that has the legs, has the 10 toes, has the 10 fingers. We take a saw. Yes, they go in there with something and they dismember to pull. They kill. They murder. We are murdering every day. Nothing like a Walmart, but we're murdering thousands a day. We're not going back. Now you may say, my hope is in the Supreme Court. My hope is in the heartbeat bill. My hope is the challenge before the Supreme Court that they will overturn Roe v. Wade. I get it. I'm with you. I am right with you on the challenge, and I hope we overturn Roe v. Wade. But this morning in America, we murder all across this country. This morning in America, people are murdered in the inner cities. No question. This morning in America, people walk in a Walmart, a discotheque, or whatever the hell it is, and murder people. This morning in America, we are desensitized to any kind of violence. We are. Violence doesn't bother us anymore. Why, Hollywood, the media, the murders, everybody made sure that that's not a problem anymore. So the government knows they can't bring you back from that. That's my opinion. The only thing they can do every time the government comes on, and any politician, even at 10 o'clock this morning, if the president of the United States says it has to stop, I will stop it. He has no way to stop it in America other than us to be controlled by our government. 10 deadliest shootings. They still want us to believe that Las Vegas, that this guy carried all these weapons upstairs and did this by themselves. Virginia Tech, Orlando, Sandy Hook, Sutherland Springs, Texas, 26 killed. Killeen, Texas, 1991, 23. Wait a minute. Let's see. 1966, University of Texas. Trump wasn't president. Parkland, Florida, 2018, 17 killed. 1984, 21 killed. Trump wasn't, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, 5, 6, 7 on the top 10. Trump's not president of the United States. Anyhow, let's go to the next one, Josh. This is ridiculous. Number 16, Julian Castro and Chuck Todd. Okay, let me see. Chuck Todd, he said something, and I want to find it. Okay, this is what Chuck Todd said. This is disgusting. I mean, I say that. I don't have the words. I'm not going to get as foul-mouthed as the rest, okay? Chuck Todd. Hold on. Let's see. Background checks. I'm so tired of hearing damn background checks. Background checks will solve jack. Let me tell you who has a gun. Okay? Let me tell you who has a gun with a rap sheet a mile long, a background check that is killing people today as gang members in Chicago. The felon that has a gun this morning and has a rap sheet a mile long. There's a good background check on them. They said, Chuck Todd, right? This all comes after Trump stokes racial resentment. This is coming afterwards. Chuck Todd, this comes after a month of the president stoking racial resentment, Chuck Todd. A month. Remember, I just told you, don't you understand and think about it on your own. Decide for yourself, do the research. The manifesto fits right in with what the media, the deep state corporate media claims, okay, is what caused this. Chuck Todd, this comes after a month of the president stoking racial resentment. Now, how's the president of the United States, after he's 2.5 years in office, how can he be blamed? We're talking about, let me go into two things real quick, okay? We're talking the El Paso shooter is 21 years old, right? So that means he was like 18.2 years old, okay, somewhere around it, maybe 18, when Trump becomes president, close to it. Trump's going right to year 3. So he is like 18. This may have been the first time he was ever able to vote. Look at his voting. I don't know. Okay. Then back that 18 up. Let's say he was 18 when Trump becomes president. Back that 18 up 8 years. He's 10 years old when Barack Hussein Obama becomes president. The mental problem. They keep talking about mental health in this country. Do you realize the only way they know to solve mental health, and you're going to freak out on me, is put some damn chip in your head. Oh no, quadrant 7 over there. Whoa, what is that? Oh, an alert, quadrant 7. He's having different kind of brain impulses. Need to check in. Mental health police show up at the door, sir. We have noticed hyperactivity in your brain impulse. We have some concerns. You have guns in the house. I know you're laughing your asses off, right? Laughing. Go ahead, laugh it up. Yuck it up, why don't you? Dayton shooter is 24, right? 24. 21 or 21 and a half when President Trump takes office, right? Back that up. Take the 21, back that up 8 years that this young child lived through Barack Obama's presidency for 8 years. And all of this is Trump's fault. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Josh, I want to get back to my picks that I had up. I think I forget. Let me look here really quick. Sorry, folks. Getting a little sidetracked. So I got the, Chuck Todd. Oh, I forgot. That's where I was at. So let's go past Chuck Todd. And let's get down to, let's go with some of the, I always like to take pictures of the headlines in the morning. Let's go to 27, Josh. And we're going to get into some other stuff, okay? This is This Week on ABC, okay? Massacre in America. They enjoy this too much, folks, too much, okay? Now let's go to 33. Number 33, CNN. Dems demand Senate take action on gun violence. Folks, the gun is not violent, okay? McConnell, my prayers go out with the victims of this terrible violence, but Dems say right there. And then Tim Scott. Now, I'm not going to break down Tim Scott, Republican senator of South Carolina, but look at this. Lawmakers calling for return to the Senate. Well, we must come back now and do something. We have to do something. Well, we don't want to take your hunting rifle. Get ready. We just want a universal background check. We want the gun show loophole. But we do not want your hunting rifle. Why my dad and grandfather hunted and I went out when I was 12 and shot my own deer. So why would I want to take your gun? Okay, so let's go to number 34. This is hilarious to me because this is number 34. This is Dems demand Senate take action, gun violence, Senator Chuck Schumer. You see the look he's got? It's the look like I threw on a shirt and a sport coat. I've been up all night long over this, right? I mean, they set these mental pictures. Chuck Todd. Okay, let's go to number 35, Jake Tapper. This is 35. We're going to run through this, then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do after this break. Here is number 35. I love the bylines here, straight up. Dems tie shooting to Trump's rhetoric. Beto O'Rourke tells CNN he believes president is a white nationalist. Media, corporate, American idiots. Oh. Number 36. Number 36, Trump to address shooting at 10 a.m. Remarks Sunday focused on mental health, not guns or white nationalists. Trump's remarks were more on mental health. Okay. Now, here's the guy that went out. I love this. And like I said, I'm not going to make light of anything in this show. But CNN found the guy. And actually, in the societal moral decay, I know I'm the old guy in the room. What's wrong with this? Here's the guy, number 37. His mom went out and got him brand new earrings. Number 37, he's got some new bling in his ears. He went out and got some really great sunglasses. I mean, this kid is showing up. He's a classmate, ex-classmate, shooter head, hit list in high school. Former student tells CNN that Dayton shooter threatened them. Got new earrings, everything. CNN found him on the front porch. Number 38, Trump to address shooting at 10 a.m. Okay, here's another one. I just show you. CNN just keeps, sliding it. No guns or white nationalists. Here's number 39, CNN, another shot. Okay. Ex-classmates, shooter head hit list. I want to show you the two kids. All right, they got him on the front porch there. Guy got his new earrings so he can be on CNN. Here's a guy. CNN found this guy. You always love this. You have the Katrina. You remember? I forget some of the black Americans in Katrina that were screaming at the TV camera about George W. Bush. So CNN thinks, wow, they think we hit pay gold here on number 41. 41. 9 killed by gunmen in Dayton, Ohio. Police say they were able to stop shooter within a minute. So this guy is ready to take on. So this guy on number 41, if you watch the video, he's yelling, President Donald Trump, if you're listening, you need to be here. You need to be in Dayton now. This is for real. So CNN got their moment. Going to go through some more. Number 42, Dems tie shooting to Trump rhetoric. Beto O'Rourke tells he's a white nationalist. Just putting up some more clips here, okay? Number 43. Will Walmart set the standard? Walmart and gun sales. Will Walmart in America stop selling guns? Will that set the standard for America? All right, 44. This is MSNBC. Mass shooting in El Paso and Dayton leave 29 dead. All I'm showing you right now is they've just enjoyed this too much. They're not talking about anything. Here's Congressman from Ohio, number 46, Tim Ryan. Now, this would happen to be the same. You get that up, 46. This would happen to be the same Congressman, Tim Ryan, that missed putting his hand over his heart during the national anthem on the first night of the what they call debate last week. That'd be Tim Ryan. Go back and find the picture. Representative Tim Ryan. When I read that manifesto, it is like a Trump rally. They're basically the same phrases. So the manifesto is, according to Tim Ryan, the no hand over the heart congressman from Ohio during the what you call debate, says it's like a Trump rally. Wow. They're making fun of Kevin McCarthy this morning, number 47. Do video games lead to mass shooting? Researchers say no. I want to thank God and all the universe for the researchers that said no. Thank you. We appreciate that. Researchers say no. I'm going to get to some of these. Number 51, this is this morning at 4:11 a.m. Central Time. Number 51, Washington Examiner. Trump must name and condemn the evil of white nationalists. Nationalism. That seems to be the whole narrative on yesterday's morning shows. that you have to name it and condemn white nationalism. I want to know what we're condemning in Chicago and Baltimore. So number 52, we're almost there. Number 52, top House Republican says violent video games could be linked to mass shooting. And immediately the media found a research that said no, and they're laughing at Kevin McCarthy. 53, number 53, here is MSNBC host this morning. Hate crimes on the rise under President Trump's presidency. They're on the rise under his presidency. Okay. And here we go, number 54. They got you a little graphic together there to try to mentally manipulate you. At 2016 and 2017, hate crime statistics up 17%. Why we must do nothing. We must do something. We must. Number 55. Oh my God. These two people are the most disgusting. I don't know. You're going to have more. I don't know. This is the group, Hate Crimes on the Rise under Trump's presidency. This is the group to discuss it this morning on MSNBC. Number 56. They're enjoying it. Joe and Eddie Claude Jr., the black guy, Eddie Claude Jr., number 56. FBI director, he didn't give a damn what Mick Mulvaney thought of his comments yesterday on Meet the Press. Eddie Claude Jr., FBI director, majority of domestic terrorism cases motivated by white supremacist violence. All right, let me see what else I have here. Here are the two gatekeepers of hell coming to you, number 58, the two gatekeepers of hell. Investigators responsible, confident El Paso suspect posted anti-immigrant diatribe before attack. Okay. Number 59, the two gatekeepers of hell. I love for you to see the bylines, and we're going to go into something a little different here in just a minute. Promise. Trump ignores warning about his words. Okay. MSNBC went through a whole list of things that Trump has done and said in the last little bit, but here's what I want to do. Josh, let me go with, let's see this really quick. See where I'm at here, because I want to go to break, and we're going to talk about this as soon as we return. Let's go to number 29. Number 29, in Chicago, 293 people have been killed this year. That is 33 fewer than 2018. Oh my God. I mean, there's a couple things here. One, 293. Now, America, we are mourning and not talking about the real reason that this murder, this mass murder happened in El Paso and in Dayton. We're not even talking about the real reason, but 30. And I'm not making 30 with the killer. And I'm not making light of it. I promise. But 293 people in Chicago, down 33. One, the media should be running these major headlines that murder is down in Chicago due to President Donald Trump, which I don't want to see that. I want to know, oh, we're at 293. Okay, that's acceptable. They're having an off year. They're down 33. But let's think about it. They got several months. I mean, they could have a bad month and boom, that number is right back in Chicago. But we are mourning the loss this morning. This morning, we are mourning the loss of 30. I get it. I get it. Number 30. Let's just go there. Okay. Number 30. 199 reported homicides fit this search criteria. Oh, wait a minute, Josh. 293 and 199 at this point this year in just two cities. Well, wait a minute. Let's look at this. Now, it's down a little bit. They could have a big year, but this is a 2018 statistic. Number 31, Josh. Number 31, Detroit's police chief says. Number 31, Detroit's police chief says the number of homicides in the city declined in 2018 for the second consecutive year. Oh my God, we're so excited. People, there's a couple less people. 7 or 6. Chief James Gregg said there were 261 criminal homicides in 2018. Thousands across this country. LA, Seattle, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Philadelphia. Thousands are being murdered every year. Illegal guns, gang violence, drug violence. Chief James said there were 261 criminal homicides in 2018, down from 267. They're down 6. That was 2018. Detroit, 261. All right? 261. And we're going to get into this when we get back. Okay? Let's go with number 32. Let's leave a little Philly for you. Little Philadelphia, number 32. Shootings are up 3% and homicides are up more than 6% so far this year in Philadelphia. Now, folks, we're not making light of El Paso and 20 people dead. We're not making light of Dayton and 10 people dead, including the shooter. We're not making light of that. We are saddened. Our hearts are heavy. But it's disgusting to see the media enjoying it so much, knowing that they are enabling and doing the work of the deep state to help take control of you and I and get rid of our rights in this country. Our freedom is going down the tubes ASAP. But they can let thousands of what they consider worthless. Do you realize these people in the inner city are worthless? We'll talk about the worthless people in the inner city that have no bearing on their narrative when we return. I'm your host, BKP. Josh, take a brief break, buddy.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Are you ready, Freddie? Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, tell the audience how they can contact us at any time. There is the phone number on the screen. That's a 24/7 number. You can text me, call at any time. Also, there's all the social media ways you can follow the show and our email address. So don't forget that. And I only have until 9:50 on Mondays. So we got to power through because at 10:10, they got to get another show ready. They get the studio ready and everything. But at 10:10 in the morning on Mondays, instant replay. You got their card. Can you pull that up? Lauren Hunter and instant replay every Monday at 10:10 on the Team FYN Sports. There it is, the Team FYN Sports Facebook page. So Lauren Hunter, Dave Garner, right there, 10:10, Team FYN Sports Facebook page. All right, come back here, Josh. Now, let me go to here. Go ahead. Let's put up. I'm going to look at the counties. Now, there are some things I'm about to do that you will say, really, okay? Now, I'm interested here, and I want you to think. I have 2 hours a day. You do your own research, follow this out, watch the narrative, watch the manipulation that they try to do, the media with you and I, the voter. Now, just check a couple things off. Democrat debate last week, or the impression of a debate. You walked away 2 nights last week saying, really? Remember, I did a show last week, I think it was last Thursday, and I said, this is all they have. You watched 20 Democrats, and I said, this is all they have, right? So the Democrats walked off the stage. The DNC walked off the stage. The DCCC. Now, who is the DCCC? The Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. They're the ones that are trying to get Congress to stay in the Democrat blue column and not let the Republicans take it back. Right now, the Republicans can be on a roll if they choose to and not be cowards. Like when Kevin McCarthy comes up and says, we'll see what the president says at 10 o'clock this morning. But when Kevin, and you know why the president's doing it at 10 o'clock, which, you know, I support the president of the United States. But he's doing it at 10 o'clock, so it'll be done and plenty of time for Rush to break it down, which I defer to Rush. That being said, the Democrats, the DCCC, they're concerned. Kevin McCarthy, don't back down. Republicans stand firm. Republicans call it what it is, not white nationalist terrorism. Okay? Stay focused. Democrats are murdered. Here's something I hope you get. Let's get to, okay? Blacks to Democrats are worthless Americans in the inner city. You are worthless people. You have zero value. If you will pay attention in the black community this morning on how this is a horrific shooting, yes. What if all 29 are white? What if all 29 were white males? I'm serious as can be. Let's think about this. What if 29 victims this morning were all white male Trump supporters? What if 29, you are getting angry at me and I don't care. What if 29 victims this morning were the age 30 to 60 white males wearing a red hat that says, I support Trump? What if? Would they bury it in the pages in the back of their news networks? Would they run it at the bottom of the hour? What if? What if white men were having a coffee meeting on a Saturday morning wearing red hats and they were gunned down somewhere? What if? You need to think about this, Black America. You are worthless to Democrats. Why Donald Trump, you need to put all this together. And I'm not conspiracy theorying it. I'm just putting it out factually, circumstantial, events. Recently, the rats and the roaches were exposed. As Michelle said in Baltimore, President Trump put Elijah Cummings on blast. Inner city, worthless Black Americans to Democrats were exposed. The president said, we are not going to put up with this anymore. He recognized Black worthless Americans to Democrats in the inner city. He recognized you. Just think. We had 2 nights last week where we looked and said, this is the candidates, right? And who is the new valued voter in America? The Latino, the Latina, the Hispanic. That's the new valued voter that's coming across the border. Well, they can't vote now. No, but their children will be able to. See, we're going to turn Texas. You read the manifesto, right? Oh, it plays right out of a Trump rally. But they plan to turn Texas in those electoral votes, right? Why Ohio and Texas did this happen? I'm not drawing any comparables. But don't sit there and think, what if? Black America, you are worthless to Democrats. So anyhow, let me go through this, okay? Let me go through this. Josh, give me let's go through. Hold on. Bring up. Okay, bring up. This is, I'm pretty sure, this is homicides thus far in Chicago. Let's go with 28. Okay. Okay. It's down at, here's where we're at in Chicago at this time. Okay. So if you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, 2017, 413 worthless, no need to report on, probably 90% Black Americans killed in Chicago. Worthless. The worthless Americans. There's no need to follow up on these. So let's just say we average 300 a year. Let's just do it. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2,100. 2,100 Americans in Chicago alone from 2013 to today. 2,100 Americans dead, worthless, Black voters. Probably out of 2,100, 1,900 worthless Black voters, Black people, worthless to Democrats. Not even worth reporting on. Over 2,000. And then Chuck Todd says on MSNBC, more Americans were killed. I got the quote somewhere in 24 hours than all of last year or last 2 years in Afghanistan. Wow. How about this is 30 Americans? It's a tragedy. It's horrific, but 2,100 worthless. So let me get to that. Let's put up, give me, let's just go with the Baltimore one, leave it up there. And I want to read a couple news clips. And I know you guys love when you find out I might read something to you. So here we go. We're going to go with the Baltimore. You can look at the Baltimore Sun. This is my references. Baltimore Sun, homicides this year. Okay. And we have the homicides this year and their names are there. So on 8/3/2019, Michelle Blanding, okay, age 59, female, race is unknown. She's a worthless report right now. Okay, so that's Baltimore. Here's the whole list of names. I was going through the list this morning. We have the 199. Let's see. I got another one here. AJC, spike in homicides and DeKalb cops baffled and residents on edge. This was just July 3rd. County CEO says officials are taking a holistic approach to curb violence. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I got a bug in my hair. I'm sorry. I did that on live TV. Something or a plant. Something fell out of the sky, right? Sorry about that. Okay, let me go to this next one. This is the one I was reading earlier. This is number. Philadelphia has gone to hell in a handbasket. Cities experiencing spike in shootings, homicides. Well, this was just June 11th of this year, a spike in homicides. This is CBS Philly number 3, channel 3. Let me see, where was it? A 14-year-old boy is expected to be okay after being shot in the forearm late Monday night. I had the percentage. Shooting, this is what I showed you earlier in this report. This is Philadelphia. Shootings are up 3% and homicides are up more than 6% so far this year. That's Philadelphia. We just looked at Baltimore. Okay, we just looked at Baltimore. All right. What's the other one I have here? Now, here is one that's interesting because let's go back, Josh, just really quick. And this is the guy that says we cannot deal with it. Let's roll over here to number 4, Pete Buttigieg, mayor, gay mayor of South Bend, Indiana. And he said we can't deal with it if we don't name it, right? We got to name it. We cannot combat it, confront it, deal with it if we don't name it what it is. White nationalist, okay, white nationalist terrorism, white supremacy, Pete Buttigieg. The guy on the screen, folks, has a 0 zero, okay, on the polling data for Black Americans. Zero, okay? Doesn't even hit the scale. South Bend Tribune. Let's just throw this up. This happened to be July 29th of 2019. That wasn't long ago. Last week. Shooting, South Bend Tribune. This is where the guy happens to be the mayor. Shootings have spiked in South Bend, driven by incidents with multiple victims. The toll of people killed or injured in shootings in South Bend seem to rise every week. Read the article yourself, okay? Every week. But he seems to be on there wanting to tell America, vote for me. Because I can tell you, if we don't identify, we can't combat. If we don't identify what it is, we can't confront it. Really? Need to go back home, Mr. Mayor. Now, number 26. Now, look at number 26. This is the far end of Texas out there. Okay? The moon shines bright deep in the heart of Texas, right there. You see that? You see that way county over there on the end, the blue county? Okay? That is El Paso County where this took place. Then you have, if you'll look, you have 1, 2, 3, okay, blue counties. And you have 2 there in the edge. So they're wanting to flip Texas. I just find this interesting. Just going to put it out there, okay? So let's look at Texas, El Paso County for a minute, okay? Let's look at where I had it here somewhere. Deep in the heart of Texas. Okay, surrounding there, El Paso County, number 24. Number 24, the presidential, okay, presidential election in 2016, El Paso County, Hillary Clinton got 69% of the vote to Donald Trump's 25.9, right? Just saying, 25.9, right? It's El Paso County. Now, let's look at the county right next to it. You see the one in the red right next to it? Right there. Hudspeth County, Texas. Look at that one, number 25. Okay? Just looking at some data, all right? Hudspeth County, Texas, right there, the red. Trump 57.7, Hillary 37.2. Now, I'm not drawing any conclusions here of anything. I just think you should go look at the data surrounding that west tip of Texas down there, okay? And pay attention to how they plan and try to turn Texas, okay? Right? I know you think I'm conspiracy theory this morning. Here's the other one. Let me throw it out there for you. Let's go to number 23. Number 23, Ohio. So Texas, right? They really think they're going to flip this thing one day. Right? Now you go to Ohio, where they've been talking. If you pay attention to the deep state media, they've been talking for weeks. Trump won Ohio by 8 points. Oh my God, it's shrinking. He's in trouble in Ohio. Just saying, America, don't you think these shootings and these things are coming along at an interesting time? So here's Montgomery County, right? Ohio, where the Dayton, Ohio is, the shooting, Montgomery County. Trump won 48.4%. Hillary took 47.1% of Montgomery County in the last election. Pay attention to it, folks. Pay attention to it. That's one of those counties they claim may flip. All right. Now, the other thing to look at in Montgomery County, look at how many votes they are. 127.66, 117 for Hillary. I mean, 1, 2. I mean, there's like 260,000 votes in this county where this happened in Ohio. Just saying, okay? So, folks, I'm going to tell you this. I for one, think we need to look at this very close before we make determinations of what happened. But it's thoroughly disgusting what the media has done. I'm going to back away for a minute. I'm going to take a short break. Now, Josh, I want to take a short break, one of the short ones. I'm going to come back because I only have the 9:50, and I'm going to totally change the subject. And I'm going to talk about where I'm at and coming from this morning and the 2020 election for Donald Trump. Take us to break, Josh. We'll be back shortly.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ready. Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. North Georgia's only live. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's show everybody how they can contact the show. There you go. That's the social media. All the ways you can follow us on social media. Email us and our phone number right there. And The backdrop is not a green screen. This is actually a live set back here. Yes, it's nature. It's not a green screen. I don't know if you can see over to the left over here, or to my right, whoever. There is a little church down in the valley. It's really beautiful. Okay, folks. Now, 2020. We got our work cut out. Now, I'm making the arrangements now for FYN TV to attend the 2020 National Convention, okay, in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I have told you before many times, we will get her on this week. Get her on this week to talk about this article. Wow, I thought I had the article here. There it is. So Reuters has done an in-depth look at the 2020 election, and they claim there are 4 counties in the United States that will be determining factors. Okay. And it's called the Deciders. Josh, I was eating some breakfast at the same time. Excuse me, number 18. Okay. Number 18, the Deciders. You can find this at Reuters. U.S. election 2020. Meet the voters defining America's politics. They feel there's 4 counties that will send this into the winner out of these 4 counties. Let's go to 19. This is a Reuters in-depth look. It came out in June. Reuters selected the counties in this series after examining, among other factors, voting patterns, demographics, population trends, and economic statistics from more than 700 U.S. counties. Okay, 700 U.S. counties across a total of 7 states that political strategists expect to be closely followed. This one, I happen to be here this morning in this county. I happen to know the GOP chair of this county, and I'm going to give you some details on it. So let's go to number 20. Northampton County, Pennsylvania. This predominantly white county is becoming more racially diverse, even as it flipped to Republican in 2016. Trump captured Northampton County by 4 percentage points after Democrats won it the 4 prior presidential elections. So I'm proud to say, with this statistic, Democrats captured this county where I'm at in the 4 prior presidential elections. This past 2016 election, Republicans, it flipped, this county did. And my sister Lee Snover happens to be the GOP chair of this county. Number 21, there's the picture. Let's go to 21. Pennsylvania, Northampton County, a population of 304,807. Okay, just in this county alone. Big task trying to win this. So let's look at number 22, and this is Reuters. Reuters picked these 4 counties that they say will be the determining factors in this year's election. In the 2020 election. Now in Pennsylvania, this is about 60 miles north of Philadelphia, all right? Just outside of the ring counties of Philly, but still in a metropolitan area, coming out of New York City, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton, Lehigh Valley area, okay? And this is a big voting block. When you were waiting in 2016 till 2 o'clock in the morning to find out if Trump won Pennsylvania, you're looking at the county right here. That is the keystone. Pennsylvania is the keystone state of the county. Now, Trump won all the rural counties of the state, and we need West Pennsylvania again. So let's go to number 22, okay? In number 22, in 2004, this county went 50%, 0.1, as you can see there, for the Democrat. Democrat won 2004 in this county and won the state. See that? 50% of the state. 2008, Barack Obama's first run here. You can see 55.5, 43.2 for Northampton County. Again, Barack Obama won the state. We look at 2012 as things start to tighten up a little bit. You have Northampton at 51. He doesn't win. Obama doesn't win the state the second time as strong. Remember, Pennsylvania is supposed to be fool's gold. And there you have a 52-46. Now you get up to 2016. You could see Northampton County, where I'm sitting, went 50% over 46.2 for Democrats. And the state went 48.6 over 47.9 overall. So this is a determining county here that Reuters is talking about. And let me give you the other ones in the United States that they did the research. This is a great article, Reuters graphics, and just look up the deciders and read the article, look at all the details they put in here. The other county is Pinellas County, which I think is Tampa, right? Is that Tampa? Pinellas County, Florida is the other county. Racine County, Wisconsin. Now think about the 4 states here, okay? Northampton County, Pennsylvania, and Maricopa County, Arizona. So that is an article I want you to look at. That is an article that we will go into deeper, okay? We will get the chair of Northampton Community County on here this week to talk about this. Let me say this. Let me see what I have here, Josh, because I know we have to go here in just a little bit for the president's remarks, number 1, and 2, our sports show. I want to recap some things this morning. Let's go to number 1, Pete Buttigieg on Fox News Sunday. Every single, and let's do this, Judge. Let me send you. I'm going to send you a video I want you to put up because we can't go through all of them, all right? If we do, it would be all day with the comments that were made. To make these kind of comments on the national media and not be called out. Josh, when you get this video, let's go ahead and go with it, okay? Let's go ahead. And let me get back to where I want to be. When you get this video and you get it loaded, let's go with it. So yesterday, Chuck Todd, CBS, MSNBC, all of the media, the deep state corporate idiots, okay, they brought on as many Democrat 2020 candidates as they could to call Trump a racist, to call him a white nationalist. Cory Booker, it's disgusting. Booker, what he was saying. I mean, the list went on. And these are people, sadly, off of 30 people dead, 1 being the shooter, 29, okay? These are people, sadly, trying to elevate themselves in national polling to win a campaign off the death of Americans knowing they're lying when they call President Trump a racist, knowing they're lying when they say he's a white nationalist. Do you have that video ready to go, Josh? If you do, just go with it, all right? If that's ready.
You see a president who, in his first speech as a candidate for the highest office in the land, described Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals, has been warning about the threats of caravans and asylum seekers who he's described as animals and an infestation, despite the fact that immigrants commit crimes at a far lower rate than do those who are born in this country, despite the fact that we are now in one of the safest cities in the United States of America, safe not despite, but because it is a city of immigrants. The president's language, his rhetoric, has produced the kinds of hate crimes that we saw in El Paso yesterday, but we've been seeing across this country. They've been on the rise for each one of the last 3 years. So we cannot act as though this were just some kind of natural disaster or a matter of course for this country or the new normal for the United States. There is a very real cause to this, and President Trump is part of that, but he exists in a racist environment that is being fueled by Fox News, by those who on the internet traffic in these conspiracy theories, the open hatred and intolerance that has found a home in people like the shooter and what he did yesterday. I met a woman in the waiting room at University Medical Center last night. She was waiting on news about her husband who had been shot in the chest. He was shot in the chest as he was out in the Walmart parking lot at a booth raising money for the soccer team that he coaches. He was there with his kids who luckily escaped to safety inside the McDonald's next door. She asked me, why is this happening? Why does this continue to happen? What will it take for this to stop? And in addition to laws that make it harder for people to get a gun who should not have one in the first place, universal background checks, closing all the loopholes, ending the sales of assault weapons and weapons of war, red flag laws, we also have to acknowledge that the open racism and intolerance and hatred that we are seeing throughout this country being echoed and trafficked in by the President of the United States, who encourages this kind of hatred, and as a result, this kind of violence must be stopped. And it's up not just to a person or a political party, but all of us as Americans to put an end to it. And again, I know that the people of El Paso will take the lead in this fight.
Every time something happens in America, we give away more rights under the guise of safety. 9/11, Homeland Security was created, right? Now, Beto O'Rourke, Francis, says this is my fault. This is Fox News. This is the president. We are white nationalists. We are fueling the racism. I'm going to tell you this morning, you need to get your Constitution. You need to look at the Fourth Amendment. You need to look at illegal search and seizure. Okay? And when you walk around and you say, I will never give up my civil rights, my constitutional rights, I will never. You're not coming in my house without a search warrant. You're not going through my car without a search warrant. You're not doing anything to me without a search warrant. You're not taking my guns. I want to repeat one of the things that you're going to maybe say is the silliest thing there is. He said this morning, and he echoes everyone out there, the media idiots, okay? Chuck Todd, all of them. He echoes all of the Democrats. He echoes a good part of the Republicans. Until we have universal background checks, until we tighten our gun laws, okay? We have to stop this. I told you this morning I'm going to end with this because it's 9:40 and I got to give Josh and them enough time for instant replay with Lauren Hunter. But let me say this, okay? One more time. The social moral fabric is torn all to pieces in this country. There's no coming back from it. We murder children every day. We murder it. We spend trillions of dollars just waste in this country. We have thousands, we named thousands of deaths every year, murders, illegal guns, gang violence, murders across these cities, thousands. No coming back. Those are useless black people. The Latino, Latinas, Hispanics are the new concern for the Democrat Party. This will, there's no rhetoric as they call from Rashid Tlaib. There's no rhetoric as they call from Omar, Alian, Omar. No. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez could go to the border and lie to Americans. Nothing. Nothing. The President of the United States has tried everything he can to fix the problem. The President of the United States said caravans, not at a rally. He begged, okay? He shut the government down. He begged for money for border security. He begged to stop illegals crossing. And now we hear candidates saying if we say illegal, it dehumanizes them. Let me tell you, somebody in America every second right now is being pulled over, being arrested, put in handcuffs that says you committed an illegal act. They're not looking to see if they dehumanize the person. So we want to even stop using the word illegal at the border because it dehumanizes them. The President of the United States has begged, all right? Put up Pete Buttigieg, number 1, I think it is again. We'll just go with that, all right? Look, you know what? The Democrats could have fixed immigration. The Democrats could have fixed the asylum laws in this country. Don't forget, go back to the Democrats had the House of Representatives with Nancy as the speaker, and they had 60, a filibuster-proof Senate with Obama. Everything in their perfect Democrat world could be fixed. They have no intention of fixing anything. They enjoy, revel, and it just is glee to them, whether you like what I say or not, when these tragedies happen, because every time this happens in America, they take more control of us. One of these days, when you see the monitoring centers, one of these days when they get your children, maybe not you, why you won't, at my age, no way they're going to trick me into putting a chip in the head. Keep in mind, the children are in the institutional schools today. Your children you don't have anymore. I don't care if you think it's funny or not, they're gone. You drop them off at 3 and 4. You beg for pre-K and prepaid government K. You prayed, you begged for free college. You begged for K through 12, lunch, breakfast, supper, everything. There are book bags for free, pencils, paper. You no longer have your children. This guy is 24 and one is 21. Back them up to Obama lunch menus. Yes. Michelle Obama, these kids that are the murderers today ate Michelle Obama's lunch. What's that got to do with anything? They have your kids. So the only way to fix it is this, okay? Take your schools and institutionalize them with fencing and concrete walls and bulletproof glass, like prisons, and push your little children in the prisons with the doors that latch behind them like a prison, and put your little children in the classrooms with cameras all around the 4 corners for your children in these institutions, because we want our kids to be safe. Why, sure. The next thing, we don't want our kids killing each other. So if you just put that little chip, you might be able to pick up those brain impulses that are irregular, and you can send out the brain police to say, hey, do you have guns in this house? Because this kid ain't acting right. You know, I would like to do this, and I'm going to go because you got to get ready for instant replay. Here's what I'd like to do, okay? I would like to see a study of how many hours a day and what kind of video games kids are playing. Now, they're out there, okay? If Pete Buttigieg put number 1 on the screen, we're sending our kids off to school in America and the bulletproof buses that we buy with the SPLOST money, right? All excited. And the bulletproof classrooms and the bulletproof entrances where you take a picture, there's a webcam, you say, step back there 5 feet, we take a picture, know you're in the school. You may be the mom or dad, but we need you on record you're in this school, right? And then we got 2 gay men in America, and the media says this is all normal. It's the new normal. So we got 2 gay men that cannot go to Catholic charities, and Catholic charities can't do adoptions anymore, right? Because they do faith-based adoptions. So you got 2 gay men that adopt a 6-year-old little child, and they're letting the child identify itself. They don't want to put pressure on the kid to have a gender. So the kid likes to go to school with makeup and a dress, and these 2 people are letting the kid grow with their freedom. I'm getting the hell out of here for today. Team FYN Sports. Team FYN Sports. Facebook page. Lauren Hunter and Dave Garner coming up right now. Josh, we're out for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.